are you a hypocrite if you support a league that doesn't support your own people?
Answer that question.
Well,
Answer that question, mister.
the
Pump
How can you?
it.
NFL, they did come up with like over $100 million from that Malcolm Jenkins initiative after Kaepernick kind of sacrificed himself. So the league did come up with millions of dollars for the black.
Malcolm Jenkins.
Yes, he spearheaded. He spearheaded that
But
cause.
we talk about in the NFL, not the NBA.
Malcolm Jenkins, he's a safety. What are you talking about? He's in the NFL.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Jenkins.
I'm high. I'm high right now. Cause you exactly right. I don't know what the fuck. This
Hold
all-star game just flying past me and shit. I'm like, whoa.
on, like what are you
So
doing?
so the NFL is so they they took care of this one situation, and now it's a all it's an inclusive organization now.
All right, what's going on, people? This is the Corner Store Podcast, episode 58. Subscribe, like, comment, and share the content. You can follow us on YouTube, Stitcher, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and iTunes. And what's up, fellas? How y'all doing, man? Episode 58. What's good?
What's up, G? What's going on, nigga? How you feeling?
I'm good, man. Shit, last week we had Valentine's Day, and it was just like a low key Valentine's for us because we just stayed in, watched movies, and had some food. So, but it was kind of low key this year.
That's right. Well, we was on the West Coast, but it was like I said, it was bittersweet. Once one of my friends got the word, she was going to the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
She passed away going to the Super Bowl. So
Wow.
yeah, Francis best friend Toy. So,
Oh, I thought you said Francis did. Damn.
no,
I mean,
not
still.
Francis, but her best friend. If it was Francis, you would have known. But no, it was her best friend and shit. But
Wow.
it's still tragedy. It's fucked up.
You say on her way there, like
They was on the West Coast. They had got there Friday. Was kicking in Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday morning. They getting up to go to the Super Bowl. She passed away in the Airbnb, man.
wow.
37, 38 years old. Man.
Yeah, man. That's why I wanted to talk about BBLs, Brazilian butt lifts, and this is something that's pretty trending today because of celebrities. Like the Nickies and the who else got them? Cardi B.
Everybody, nigga, every chick in the industry got them.
Yeah, and I understand industry chicks getting them, like artists getting them, because when it comes to their sexuality, I can understand that they want to kind of like enhance some things. But with the regular 9 to 5 chick getting a BBL, to me it doesn't make any sense because if you're gonna get that surgery, then you gotta have a committed lifestyle change and upkeeping it. I mean, you gotta keep your ass in the gym at least 5 days a week, doing those squats, those lunges, cardio. I mean, you really gotta keep up with it. But
You
if
gotta keep up with it, G.
if you just get the surgery and just be done with it, I mean, after a couple years, you're gonna lose it. You're gonna lose it real quick. So my whole thing is, I mean, you don't need a surgery at all. Just commit yourself to a consistent, healthy diet, maintain like a gym presence, and then you're gonna constantly scope up your body to have you want to get it up to. I mean, you got Pilates, you got yoga. I mean, you got all types of cardio. I mean, you got
But you know what? I feel you, and I understand. I wait a minute. I'm not even gonna say I feel you. I'm in total agreement with you.
mm-hmm.
But some of these women out here, like you say, with the regular 9 to 5, they can't do the 9 to 5, take care of their kids and all that. You know what I'm saying? So they quick way of doing this shit is just going to get the surgery. But like you said, they don't understand. And I'm pretty sure they understand. It's just you couldn't keep you like you said, you couldn't go to the gym and do all this shit in the first place even after you get this body sculpted the way you want, guess what? Now you gotta add kick it in, and now I'm the life of the fucking party because everybody want me to come fuck with them and drink with them because my body changed. I look totally different. Now, when do I got time to exercise to keep that body up? Because I still got the 9 to 5, still got the fucking kids, I still got the whole nine, and now I'm more popular. So when do they get time to do the exercise?
I mean, yeah, right. It's just a get quick scheme just to kind of enhance your body. But yeah, after a couple of years, you're gonna lose it again. It's just inevitable.
Yeah. Anything anything like that a lifestyle change. You can't just
Not
jump in.
lifestyle change, so yeah.
I mean,
like I
it's
said,
it's
I'm with y'all on this one.
it's super common though. I mean, now it's like getting a facelift or you know what I'm saying, your lip implants and all that stuff.
Right, it's everybody doing, like everybody's doing, and
And
that's
it's
the
to the
thing.
point where you don't even know what you're looking at no more.
Yeah,
Because that's a little bit more difficult to. I mean, depending on how much money they spending on it to get it done, you
right.
know,
I'm gonna put it to
it's
you like
almost
this.
indistinguishable. You starting to really see like a lot of women.
But I'm gonna say this
I
here.
froze.
It's
Who
like,
froze? Sound like
yeah, you froze. But I'm gonna say it like this. Like he says, what they paying for? Most of these women paying the 9 to 5. They paying the 5, 6 to 7,000
Mm-hmm.
for their. Like you said, these motherfuckers in the industry paying 50 to 75 to 100,000 for it.
Right. Right.
So they are getting a better grade quality than what your 5 or 6 doing.
Right. And they still got time to like go to the gym or have
And
personal.
they have time to do all that, right? They have the time to go do all that. Because guess what? That's their job, to take care of their body so they can be out here on TV and videos and concerts like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Hmm.
So how did we get on the topic of this?
Well, Toya Russell, so I remember she used to tell me shit like, she had a high blood pressure. She went out to the Dominican, and she had told me how they sent her back. The blood pressure was too high. I mean, I had Tico, a couple of my motherfuckers. They went and then had to wait, to get that blood pressure shit down like that. And I just don't know how I feel about it still. I still think, I'm not saying that's the reason why Toya passed. They waiting on the autopsy right now to send back so they can send her body back because her body's still in Cali and shit.
Oh wow. Really? After this week?
Yeah, it's still there because they couldn't send it till they did the autopsy. Now I think they did the autopsy Friday or Saturday. Francis is telling me, and shit. Hopefully her body might be back now. We know talking about a funeral and everything after that. But it's like I said, y'all. It's kind of strong. Like I said, I hear a lot of them surgeries that backfire.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Especially when they get it just done on some quick fix shit like we was just talking earlier. It's like I done heard that shit backfire, and I just hope that wasn't the reason. You know what I'm saying? Because 37, she's a beautiful young lady, raised her baby. I mean, took care of her baby all the time. Her birthdays was like bonanza. Her daughter's birthdays, and hers was just. It's sometimes, y'all. It really is the good. You be wondering why this girl, she never had a real serious relationship with a nigga treated her right, but she was a good girl. Niggas ain't shit, and it's like she one of the ones that you be like, damn, she deserved better, or she should have been, relationship wise, because everybody needs somebody, but she truly was a good woman, man.
Yeah, I was scrolling through her Facebook, just looking at her pictures, and I saw a picture of her daughter, and I kind of felt bad. Obviously, her passing away at such a young age. 37, 38 is still young today. And as far as to pass in that fashion, so I mean, you got Kanye's mom also kind of went under the knife and passing away from that.
Yeah, same type shit. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So I mean, when it comes to underlying pre-existing conditions as far as like blood pressure, I mean, obviously, yes, you shouldn't get the surgery. Because
I know what you're saying. If they're already telling you you can't do it right now, because of your blood pressure, trust me, that might be a sign to say maybe you shouldn't do it at all.
right, exactly.
But but like I say, y'all, these women, man. I mean, you see these women on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and shit. They make women feel insecure, and that shouldn't be like that. Cause this bitch is made up just like you were. You know what I'm saying? You trying to get to where she at, but she wasn't secure with her body. Now she can flaunt that motherfucker off, but before that, and I don't know, when you say self-esteem problem, does that go to us from treating women like shit most of the time? You know what I'm saying? Is it us?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it always just the chick in the magazine, I got to be like this bitch? They tell me this is what's in. Which one y'all think?
Yeah, propaganda is a huge thing, man. I mean, yes, they're gonna make you feel insecure no matter where you're at when it comes to social media with the ads, Instagram. When you go to the grocery store, you see these photo shoot magazines just sitting at you at the checkout counter. So
yeah,
it's unfortunate, man. I mean, I'm glad as a guy, I don't feel that pressure to like try to keep up with young boys. I mean, honestly, as men, like it seems like the older that we get, the better we actually become, the more desirable that we become. As far as as long as we increase our financial status. If you increase your money, then you're likely dressed better. You're groomed better. And of course, women they definitely desire that, especially ranging from ages from like 22 on up. I mean, women always want like an older, established man, no matter what age you are.
Yeah.
So.
True.
That.
So that's it, Phil. Anything you want
to add? Yeah. I mean, I don't think you should be augmenting your body for any reason, man. It's. I go to the gym every day and I see, the gains that the people make. You know what I'm saying? Just over time and the effort. And right now, it's like, people who normally we wouldn't expect to have that back there, they didn't work their way up to it. You know what I'm saying? They went and got it the hard way. And, right now, those women that we would typically not expect to have no behind on them, they out here hawking them down. They hawking the black girls. So, I mean, it's definitely, if you're going to you can definitely get it by putting the hard work in and being disciplined. You know what I'm saying? You get it in a better way where you don't have to worry about all of that risk that's associated with body augmentation. But as far as self-esteem, it's so much out here that these young girls feel like they have to compete against in order to compete against nothing, because these dudes ain't winning right now, regardless. You know what I'm saying? It's like the guys that's out here is like having such a hard time even dealing with women because of all of the Me Too and all of these poor expectations that women set up for men nowadays. It's like, what I'm saying, they expect so much but want to do so little, or they make it so difficult for them to be they market themselves as if they're, these beautiful women, but they're unapproachable because of everything else. You know what I'm saying? You see a woman, you get guys that's afraid to speak to them because they think something bad gonna come out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
to add? Yeah.
So it's kind of a conundrum. You know what I'm saying? They spend all this time just to get attention, and then when they get attention, they don't want it. So, if you want to put yourself in that situation, then by all means, risk your life to get a booty for everybody to look at you, for you to not want nobody to look at you. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, makes no sense to me. But earlier I was at the car wash, and I was about to go through the lane, and I looked over to the side. It was like a white woman. She probably would have been maybe 22, 23. She had no ass, but she had on yoga pants, and she had like some sculpted legs. I'm like, damn. I mean, she was still bad, had no ass.
She worked it out.
Exactly. So just to message out to women, especially black women, you really don't need to get that BBL surgery. Just do some simple yoga, some simple Pilates. Hopefully, if you can
some
get you a
deadlift.
bike, right, get you a Peloton. Just do like some very like low intensity resistance training. I mean, something that's going to keep you active every single day. I mean, you don't have to work out 1 hour every single day, but just like do a little at a time, and then once it becomes repetitious, make it
Nah,
a
we letting off on them too easy, bro. We letting off on them too easy. Traditionally, black people feel like they can get away with their genetics, and it's not happening no more, bro. We need to be in the gym as a
I
people
agree with that.
to compete across the board with everybody else. Because when you go to the gym, historically, you go to the gym and you do not see too many black people in it. Now it's kind of picking up a little bit, but you know, these women need to put in the work and effort that these women of these other races are, because every time I go on YouTube, and I have no intention of going on YouTube to look at all these big bank and twerk dropping videos, but they be right there. And rest assured, there's not a lot of black women on these videos.
yeah, those short clips. Yeah.
So yeah, black women, get in the gym, put some effort in. Y'all can do it. We got the genetics, man. Bring back the black booty.
Right. I'm with that.
So black booty.
I drop a bomb on that booty. All right, so now last week, y'all, I thought the Super Bowl was a great game. It was a highly defensive game, at least from like the second quarter all the way up to the fourth quarter. I mean, I was happy that the Rams won. I'm happy for Ramsey, Stafford, Aaron Donald, Cooper Kupp. I mean, OBJ. I was happy for the Rams, even though that Cincinnati, I like their players also. But I think that they got more opportunities to like get there. I mean, no one's guaranteed to go to the Super Bowl, but just like Marino, he went in his first year, then after that, he never went back. But no one's entitled to
his second year.
But
just like Burrow, his second year.
Right. But I feel as though that they're gonna be around for a while. So I'm not really worried about them. But yeah, happy for the Rams. But as far as the halftime show, what y'all think of the halftime show?
I liked it, man. And I can hear in your voice something to be mad.
No, I have no gripes with it. I mean, I wish that they play more songs, but like,
yeah, it seemed to go pretty quick.
You said, y'all said he went pretty quick. It's a fucking halftime show. They had another second half of a football game to play.
Dude, I wanted to hear nothing but a G thing and gin and juice at least.
I love to hear gin and juice. Now that you said it, I love to hear G thing. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, you know what? You're talking about a group of people who have an unbelievable catalog. There's so many songs to hear. And that's just the thing. When you're so excited about something, the time is gonna pass, like, you know, in a second. But I thought it was good, man. I thought it was real dope, actually. Kendrick Lamar in his pants. I don't know what was going on with that, but other than that, it was straight.
If people was calling 50 Cent $50.
But I feel like the post of the meme.
Oh yeah.
None of you motherfuckers look the same, ain't the same size as that song when it came out.
I mean, that was almost 20 years ago, y'all. So I mean, 50 was a
nigga, we wasn't the same size. I'm definitely I'm not, but I'm just a lot of motherfuckers.
Mary legs wasn't that big that when that song came.
Hey, those were some straight up turkey legs out there, man. I swear.
I like them little turkey legs and them thighs, so I can deal with Monet shit, nigga. I can deal with Monet. I swear, Mary looked good. She looked good. What was that last night, y'all? At the All-Star game. She looked real good. Too. She really did. Like she was shitting on.
I wish she would have did Real Love or something instead of No More Drama though.
Yeah,
but
she could have did Real Love. I like. I mean, like you said, it's a concert. It's not her concert. She just putting in songs. Cause nigga, I swear to God, I love Going Down more than anything that she ever made. I'm Going Down. It's like it's at a concert, so it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like I she can't play all this shit, and it's a game going on afterwards. But I swear, I would have. Like you say, it's some songs we missed, y'all. It's some songs that we really could enjoy by every participant or whatever that we could have watched it and really enjoyed that shit.
Yeah.
I know that Mary is 50, and I mean, to me, she was kind of barely keeping up with like what she was performing on the stage. Now, Real Love is an energy, high intensity type of song as far as from what the video was. So I don't think she can mimic that right now on the stage.
Dude, she can still do Real Love.
She did good, man. Damn, dude, she couldn't keep up with the song, man. She was doing a damn good job, man. You ain't shit, man.
I thought she was out of breath. That's why she fell out.
No, she didn't fall out, dude. That was intentional.
I know.
That's part of the conflict. But see, that's what I'm saying. You saying that shit, man. There you go again.
No, but Mary did good though. I mean, I liked all the artists that was up there. Is there anything else that Eminem could have played though?
Barely. Barely.
He played "Lose Yourself," right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's his go-to song. That's his #1 commercial song.
Yeah, he won.
Yeah. Right. He got B-sides that's way better than that song. He done had some shit that I don't really think they could have played. You know what I'm saying?
That was the thing. There's a lot of songs they could have that would have rocked, but NFL probably didn't approve those songs.
Yeah, the other songs.
I mean, honestly, though, his first 2 albums, he was literally going in on the gays. So I can't imagine him playing those records anyway. So yeah, it's a different time, man. So, but yeah.
But I love it, man. Like I said, I enjoyed it, y'all. I can't lie. That was a great concert to me, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely good. Good show. There's a lot of people arguing it was the best halftime show ever. I think that's a bit of a stretch, though.
I wouldn't say that.
Who was the best show then?
What's your top 3? Top 3 halftime. Yeah.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't Prince do it?
Prince.
And actually, I would probably say this might be top 3. Them and Bruno Mars. Bruno Mars. It's kind of hard to top Bruno Mars in anything. Okay. He's just an amazing performer. But yeah, I would definitely put Michael and Prince up there. Did MC Hammer do a halftime show?
I don't know. I don't think so. If she did, she performed it with somebody. But I mean, I'm telling y'all, 06 Prince in Miami, Purple Rain, and the rain came down when he performed it. You can't make that shit up for him. Rest his soul, Gemini. I really love the Janet and Justin Timberlake. Before this, that was a great concert to me.
Yeah, the one. Yeah.
Right, Michael Jackson was great. I mean, they done had some great ones. Beyonce's was pretty good too. But this one, like I said, I would have, no matter what, this would be number 3. With Dre, no matter who the other, 2 that's probably better. This is always gonna be in my top 3 now, no matter what.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of hard because you're talking about generations of music all in one place.
Right, and that's our generation that we finally heard, like our real, true generation.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
To see that at the Super Bowl, it don't really top that. That shit was.
It's what's crazy is leading up to the Super Bowl, you had all these memes and people on news shows talking about how kids gonna see their parents acting out during the Super Bowl halftime show because of the music, right? But at the same time, this is the same NFL that don't want to support Black people kneeling, but yet they all rocking out to this music.
I mean, I really enjoy Eminem when he knelt, and it could have been for 112 different reasons why he knelt, but just that kneel showed more. And like they say, for us and knowing about Kaepernick and everything, for a white man to really do that shit for us. That was strong, y'all.
Yeah, but what does kneeling do? I need something tangible to like and feel like change. I mean, kneeling doesn't do anything. It's just a gesture
I
to me.
Let me
of
tell you
all things,
something.
It is
it
overrated.
would be different if it was somebody who notably didn't support Black Lives Matter that finally came around and did. But I mean, we already knew Eminem was gonna support that. You know what I'm saying? But if it would have been somebody you would have thought who didn't support it, if George Bush would have came out there and kneeled,
Well,
that would have
no,
probably made a
it
bigger
would have.
difference.
No, it made a big statement. Still, I think for Eminem. I know you say it ain't everything, yada yada yada, but when he knelt, everybody still talked about it.
Oh yeah, I definitely give him
So,
credit. I ain't
Mr.
gonna take.
saying it's overrated. This is like, so no, nigga. We
Dylan is
start talking
overrated.
about this shit again. We ain't forgot yet. And for him to do that at the Super Bowl, a white man, you know what? He ain't forgot yet, and we shouldn't forget. I mean, we enjoy this Super Bowl off the bell, but never forget, man. A man believed it was a lot of social injustice out here. He tried to prove a point, did his thing, and then motherfucker never got to play again in the league. Like he really fought for us and never got another chance to play. But guess what? We ain't gonna forget that. Goodell, y'all can do all this and we can be cheering for you, but when somebody do that again, it's just that reminder, like, you know what? Fuck these niggas too still. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And
But don't that make all NFL black NFL fans hypocrites?
In what way? It's as far as I support for the
NFL. That you support in a league that doesn't support black.
Every 5 years, black coaches, black players, we get it. We do get it. We do get to hear. So I'm not gonna lie. I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, but the NFL, they produce like the most millionaires in the black
What
community.
does that have to do with anything, though?
No, they do. The NFL.
So what? So what? They produce a lot of black millionaires. So what? They're still just making money off cattle, though.
Yeah, they're cattle, but guess what? That cattle got to be out there telling us, and let us know, like, hey, man, they still working us like a dog, even with these sports, but take your motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, more or less take like your chances, or just peep shit for what it is. I'm gonna renege half that. Just peep shit for what it is. We still the cattle, like you said. No, Phil, you right.
I'm not even gonna give them that. Cattle is like the wrong word to say.
No, it's still they the cattle. No, there's no people running the cattle. No, I'm with Phil on that.
Cattle get slaughtered. These black men are getting paid millions of dollars, and
so they don't get scrutinized and slaughtered and shut out the league. That was the whole thing he just said about Kaepernick. He got shut out the league. That's him getting slaughtered for not playing right, not playing by the rules.
He didn't get slaughtered. He got blackballed. I would say blackballed is like the correct term. I want to say slaughtered.
We're equating. We're making them using it as a metaphor, a simile.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, but still, I don't think the NFL players are like cattle though, man. Because
we don't say they like cattle. Let's say they're okay. They're in the system. They're the least. Technically they're the most important and the least important. They're the least important to the league. They're the most important to the fans and the business.
Okay.
So are you a hypocrite if you support a league that doesn't support your own people?
Answer that question.
Well,
answer that question.
Well, NFL, they did come up with like over $100 million from that Malcolm Jenkins initiative after Kaepernick kind of sacrificed himself. So the league did come up with millions of dollars for the
Malcolm Jenkins.
Yes, he spearheaded. He spearheaded that cause.
But we talk about in the NFL, not the NBA.
Malcolm Jenkins, he's a safety. What are you talking about? He's in the NFL.
Yeah, that's what I'm high right now. Cause you're exactly right. I don't know what the fuck. The All-Star game just flying past me and shit. I'm like, whoa.
Like, what are you
doing? So the NFL is so they took care of this one situation, and now it's an inclusive organization now.
Dude, listen. My whole thing is, as a black man in America, you know what to do when police are around. You can't just go mouthing off and
Is
hope
that okay?
the street.
Is it okay that it's like that though? You saying it like
That's the point.
we should be used to it, and
That's
that's
the point. You just pretty much kind of like know what it is because black people are the damn, I hate to even say this, but when it comes to social dominance theory, we are the out group. White people are the in group. So if you understand the dynamic, then you would kind of like know how to move out in these streets. I mean, I just accept it for what it is.
Okay, and that's fine. Most people do, but does that make it right?
Of course, it's not right, but
okay, so then you're okay being a hypocrite then, because the NFL is not a all inclusive or completely supportive of the culture that they're culture vultures now.
Okay,
I mean,
so
sure.
I'm not arguing Phil right, Mr. Phil is right now. You losing.
All that is true, but I love the damn product.
Yeah, so I understand that. I love the product.
As a matter of fact, I have this tattoo right here. I am going to get the shield right here.
Jesus. You might as well go ahead and get the MAGA hat tattooed on your forehead.
Hey, E, we should get the shield tattooed.
The fucking shield. There's no one man above the shield, G.
Dude.
And that's my answer to Phil. Everything you said was 112% right. I'm playing devil's advocate, hearing you out, but I love the product that they put out there on the field.
No, you don't.
I love the product they put on the field.
Right.
I don't care who it is. I mean, I got my favorite. That's the whole thing. I got 3 teams that I really like. Not my favorite team. Hey, I got 3 teams that I really like watching play. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's like I love the product that they put out there.
I mean, Phil,
you love the
culture. we are all hypocrites, so I just accept it for what it is.
That's. I mean, it's true. It's really pathetic, but it's true.
So
I get it.
So Phil, so do you believe in human rights?
Do I believe in? Of course, I believe in human rights.
Then why you got that smartphone? That was made out in China.
Oh,
you got a smartphone, right? I'm saying you have a smartphone.
Yeah. Okay.
So that was made by slave labor out in China.
Can you prove that?
So we're all hypocrites, right?
No, we're not all hypocrites, because it would be different if I purchased the phone knowing that, or if I purchased the phone with the intent of flashing that in the face of those people who died making it.
Okay, Phil. Okay, from this point on, you now know it. So the next time that phone go out, you know that your next phone was made by slave labor.
I don't know that. I might just make sure I buy a American-made phone. How about that?
Okay, so what's some American-made phones?
Huh?
What's some American-made phones?
Well, keep in mind this, Mr. Trying to find an angle. The parts that go into a cell phone come from all over the world. And the people who make cell phones do get paid. They just get paid a wage that would be considered in the United States an unlivable wage. So to say that they're slaves is not true. They just don't get paid like you want them to get paid in the US.
Okay, so even if you was to buy this hypothetical American phone, the chips is still coming from overseas. It's still coming from China.
How did you get this technical though?
Yeah, okay.
First off, I already told you I was high as hell. Now you done brought it down to like the 3%er type shit.
Right. You talking about a cell phone versus a nationally publicized event that takes place annually that reaches every corner of the world, and it is publicly celebrated. That's not really a fair comparison to a cell phone.
I think more people have smartphones than actually watch the Super Bowl.
Yeah, absolutely, but not that many people are not advocating on Chinese slave labor.
I mean, that's pretty much kind of like been known. I mean, it's been out in the ether for years. I mean,
No.
like our clothes, our shoes, everything is pretty much made in China. So I just don't want to stick with smartphones. I mean, everything that champion sweater you got on right now was made over in China,
No, it wasn't.
or probably Indonesia. As a matter of fact, check that
It
tag
says
right now.
made in the USA on it, buddy.
Check the tag.
It says made in the USA. That's how you know it's real champion. Made in the USA. There's
You
no.
see that shit.
It ain't even no different languages on it. As a matter of fact, it's probably bootleg and it was probably made on down the corner on the on the corner somewhere.
Right, Mister. You be buying all your shit, Mister, from Taiwan and shit.
But you know what, Mister? I also don't celebrate cell phones.
Okay, I
You
mean,
celebrate the NFL. It's different.
Well, I'm gonna lead into let's get these NFTs. You know what I'm saying? Talk about cell phone. Let's get in these NFTs to get in this metaverse.
yeah, like we
Let
was
me
going back and
let me
forth.
shoot up. Yeah, let's shoot up into that one, man.
Yeah, we was going back and forth over the text messages in regards to like our knowledge or as far as what we know.
Like there, yeah.
So like, what y'all know about like investing and possibly just like going in the metaverse? I mean, like, can you just like buy some Oculus goggles and just go into the metaverse right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
can go into it right now. You can find something and then call me up and be like, hey, look, I was so and so on the map. It's a nice property. They only want because you can click onto it to see how much it costs to buy it, and then this is what they're asking for.
Okay, so what's the appeal of like buying $1 million properties in the metaverse? I mean, like,
It's $1 million properties out there. We're at our point right now. We're just looking at 1,000, and like I said, they have stuff from like 8 to 9. Hey, they got shit for $600 a piece of shit, but they got stuff from like good property you can buy from 13,000. We have to get somebody. That's what I was telling you. Like I said, we will talk about this when we live in Arizona. But I'm like, it's more or less if we can buy this property, and we got a computer developer who can make this into the corner store. I'm just saying, our corner store that sells clothing, or I don't know what we have to go through to get the clothing, but that can sell clothing for the metaverse, or just have stuff in there that make people want to come in and see it, or build a luxury hotel and have people lease it. $1 million people not spending $1 million. They tell us, man, let us lease this property for $300,000 this year, and we're gonna turn it into a Playboy only cave, man cave.
so are you allowed to like go into anybody's property and just hang out?
Some
No.
properties you can't. No, the fear. But I was watch this. Me and you talked about this yesterday. You can probably some properties you can. It might be a free fall, but some properties they want to charge you to get into. Snoop Dogg got a club out there, and they said right now he got property outside of it. Now it's gonna be high, but if you got property outside of Snoop's club where he's gonna be rapping and performing.
So basically, you could create a paywall so that people can like go in and out of your properties.
Yeah.
That's kind of dope. It's kind of dope.
So
whatever we can think. Go ahead, Phil. Go ahead.
Yeah, you got to look at it in terms of futures. Like right now, people aren't really seeing how their lives are going to change or be impacted by this. But probably 2 or 3 years from now, it's going to be the status quo. You know what I'm saying? Imagine imagine this, right? So you log into when you go to work, you log into your computer and you see all the activity that's going on with, in what you do, right? So imagine being at home and logging into your computer, and instead of seeing 3 real screens, because I work with three computer screens at work, instead of logging in and seeing 3 physical screens, I can log in and see 3 digital screens with all of the same information on it. So now I don't have to have 3 physical screens anymore. So it's really replacing as many physical objects in a digital space. So when you talk about what Eric's talking about and buying like real estate in it, it's a it's basically recreating a new capitalist market in a digital realm. So if you have like are you familiar with Roblox, right? The kids play this Roblox nonsense. So it's basically that for adults, but it's more in depth because they're paying so many billions of dollars to be able to put, Microsoft inside of the metaverse. You know what I'm saying? Putting Slack and all these business tools inside of metaverse, and then putting hotels inside of the metaverse where you can go in, as your avatar and go to these places and relax. You can get away from people. You can work, do whatever it is that you typically do in your regular life. Only you're doing it in a digital existence. So if
be honest, like, and like I said, we make the big joke, is it cheating out there? Like I was watching something last night, and they were saying on the Wall Street Journal, two couples have got married already, legally married in the metaverse.
Like
and,
Justin Bieber did a show with a bunch of people.
People came they invited the Indian people that got married. They invited 200,000 people. So guess what? If you wasn't invited, you can't come. It's like Facebook. You invite friends. It's like an e-bike.
Right.
But if we say the same thing Phil had brought up yesterday, it was great. If we open up a club, we charge $5, just $5 for everybody to come in there. If our club is that established and that going down, if we get 25,000 people paying $5 just to get in, and they're gonna probably walk right out because $5 ain't nothing. But how much we done made just in that one night of for $5 ticket, and 25,000 people came in there.
Okay, so all right, if we open up a club, so will we need someone to like DJ the club?
Yeah. You would have to have somebody basically perform all of the functions that you normally would see in the club that can be illustrated in the digital existence. Obviously, you ain't gonna have people at the bar selling drinks. You can't drink shit.
But they be having drinks and blunts and shit. Like they be smoking and shit. But that part isn't real yet. Like I said, the suit is coming.
But you got to think too, Rob. Like those are status symbols, right? So when you go into the metaverse, right, and if you want people to recognize you and the status that you have to purchase these things that are in real life that people have molded into 3D and they sell them in a digital experience. So you might go to the store and have to buy Jordans, for example, and they might be regular price $180, $200 in the metaverse, but it was just a digital design that somebody made, and you bought it. It becomes yours. It's attached to your account.
It's attached to your account.
And put it on. When you go to the club, people are going to see that you have on Jordans and recognize, okay, the status that comes with that. So you talk about everything, jewelry, rings, watches, different clothing lines, all of them will be able to create representations of those things in the metaverse, and people will buy them just to create that same status in the digital realm.
So I'm not being funny. Niggas spend $20 for like a credit card on Grand Theft Auto or gold pieces on Red. If you get the same thing, that's how they get paid. They give you a game great. Guess what? You need some old gold bars. $5.99 get you 15.
Hey, I spend money on Clash of Clans, so yeah, I understand the concept.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So and the thing is, like I said, the $5 now, if everybody doing that for, like you said, a pair of Jordans, but they paying us real fucking cash. Because we have that corner store. We have that like I said, but we need somebody that can draw that shit up. Now, Phil said he got some people. We got to look around because that's gonna cost too. Then you need somebody to be there. Like if it's a store, I joke with Phil. I say, shit, I got kids. Somebody put the Oculus on and work for 4 hours because somebody should have to be there to go in there. Like it's fucking crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, bitch, hey, little mama, you got to work till this morning from 9 to goddamn 3 with a fucking Oculus on your head all fucking day.
Dude, this shit is getting real now, man.
They said it, but they also said how dangerous it is. And I don't think I sent that to you guys yet. they already can. Mike Zuckerberg, they already can do. At first, they said they can make pictures move. So your family members just passed away, they can do that. They said they built some artificial and set some AI that's so good that once they get your parents or your friends or people that you lost, you already got their physical features. This is what they're gonna do with Tupac and Kobe, and you can play games against Jordan and all them because the artificial intelligence is gonna have it like that you really playing with this person.
Mm-hmm.
And they said the thing is with when do you get lost? And I said, and I told Mika the night we was watching this shit, and I was like, Z, I can't lie. If they digitize my mother, nigga, I'm probably gonna be in that, and it's her voice, and but we're talking about other shit because the artificial intelligence is trying to get to know who I am and then know who my mother was. When the fuck am I gonna get out that world? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So honestly, like I said, it can be real dangerous. Like I said, the girl's trying to sue and Zuckerberg and she said she got fucking raped. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I said, they said they're gonna bring the security in. It's whatever you can do in the real world, you can do here. Now I do know this. My girl Shayna was talking to me. I was telling Phil this yesterday as well. They are working on more security in the metaverse. And Zuckerberg said that in one of his things. They're going, there's going to be security. And if a crime, if you kill me in the metaverse or you keep doing it all the time, you're going to be fined in real life. And that's what they're going to do.
Yeah.
It might be a $250 fine, but guess what? Or $250 and you can't go back in.
How could someone kill you in the metaverse?
That's how they say you can scan. It's a machine that can scan anything. You can scan your guns and stuff and go in there.
Oh, so like, okay, so you got to buy guns in the metaverse, and like, what's the use of just having a gun anyway?
It depends on the game that you in and playing, and then this and that. It's like honestly, they say whatever. That's what I'm saying. Whatever you think of, they done thought about that plus. And it's going to be here. It's going to be like the real fucking world. So it's like,
okay, so what?
Think about it like this, Rob. Think about it like this: when you on Facebook, if somebody reports you and you can't get you can't go back into Facebook. If all of those people on Facebook did not know that you got kicked out of Facebook by Facebook, they would think you were dead.
Because so it's like you've been here all the time.
You see what I'm saying? It's the perception.
And that's the whole thing. Like I was watching the guy yesterday, he got kicked out of a club. Everybody just started blocking him. And then one other guy was like, hey man, I think they're gonna kick you out. And everybody was blocking him. After a certain number of people in that place blocked him, it showed it. He just went out. He phased out. He had to log back in.
Yeah, he probably would just talk.
He's been an asshole.
Yeah. Okay.
The lady was telling him like, shut the fuck up, please. And I'm just watching this shit because it's like, these are real people. He met the girl, he shook her hand. They got each other's number. And then when they got each other's number, she's like, I'm gonna go to a strip club. You wanna go with me? And I'm watching this shit like, what the fuck? He asked her where she's from. It's like, dude, like I done played casino on PlayStation. That's like with the whole world. They got like the Justice League with the whole world that's playing. But it's different from you making your character, like Grand Theft Auto. You making your character is different to be in this place, and it's like, shit, I'm myself. Mm-hmm. And like some people, they say gonna change the way they look. Of course, I would just make myself the same because it gets the right height. So if a guy 6'4", he's 6'4" in the metaverse, and I could just be fucking 5'5", 5'6". I'm good.
So you gonna make yourself taller, huh?
Nah, fuck you, nigga. That's funny as hell. Nah, but that's it. It's like it's so real, y'all. It's like, damn. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's that real.
Right.
Damn, man.
Yeah. So it's really it's something that's coming that's gonna be pretty unavoidable, and it's gonna reshape the way a lot of things happen in this world, to be honest.
I said the damn rag gonna be empty as hell.
Yeah, a lot of things are gonna change as a result of this. Because I mean, right now it's people who go to work in the metaverse every day already. They stay
Already.
from home, but they go into this virtual environment, which kind of places them more physically amongst the people they work with, because you can see them, you can see their
You can see
avatars, you
them.
can see their
Yeah.
facial expression. You can go into the office and see people moving around in the same, form and fashion that they would, and they get to work and do their jobs in the metaverse already. So when you think about, how the pandemic has pushed people into different regions that currently, previously weren't very populated, because now you can work from anywhere because you can't go to work. That same type of scenario is happening now in the metaverse. You'll be able to have employees, work from different countries working for your company, because there's
Just to think that
boundaries right now.
we could honestly be on vacation and like my job having a meeting, put the motherfucking Oculus on, go to your 30 meeting, and go back and hit the beach. Like that shit is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Zuckerberg showed that how the people be in the fucking meeting. Y'all, I know y'all not watching it yet, and I know Mr.
I've been watching it.
Dude, do you see how big Kobe wife is?
How big what?
Kobe Bryant wife is. She's fucking huge, guys. No, I'm talking about the game, the All-Star game.
Oh, she gained a lot of weight?
She gained a lot of weight.
Oh, wow.
I'm sure she's still grieving.
Yeah, that's that grieving weight. No, it's definitely that.
Man.
But y'all, I'm just saying, going back, sliding off my girl, but going back here, man. Like I said, it's something I really want to further talk about next week, and then weeks to come, leading up to Arizona. Just cause, like I said, you go on YouTube and type that in, y'all. They telling you what to invest in, and like I said, we can invest in shit as well. I really think, like I told Phil, Mr. You said, man, it looked like something you would want to get into and feel like he was all for it. I talked to Michael Jackson today. He was talking to me. And he was like, I'm finna retire. I would love to be able to put some money into some shit where I could sit and retire and just be. And he still play video games too. You know what I'm saying? He'll put the Oculus shit on it. He'll go to work for a day or two. If he, like I said, I don't know if and that's something we niggas, we talk a lot of shit, but we need to talk about, like, are we having a store where some of us got to work in there every day, or are we trying to get somebody to make something big and see if somebody want to buy it from us, or at least from us?
To me, it's like you get in early. You know what I'm saying? Get a spot that's next to something that's already cracking, and when other people get on board, they're gonna have to buy it. I was actually thinking something really simple. I don't even want to say it because somebody might watch this podcast and steal it from us. I'll tell y'all about it later. Okay. But it's so many ideas
and avenues. So
many things that you can do to make money in it. So
now, as far as
everything that you can do to make money in real life, you can do to make money in the metaverse all over again, like starting from scratch as if it never existed.
And that's the thing. It's like, man, you give me that's they say time don't exist no more. Whatever we say, man, I wish I could go back and do that, do this. We can fucking do it. Like, we can really go back and really do the hookah lounge, but not like that. I'm just saying stuff that we know that we talked about years before and can really start up a business or a company right now. It's like, man, I just really would love. I don't get geeked about too much shit. I mean, I act happy with up and down, but I don't be geeked about too much shit. And this kind of geeked me out just on the strength of, man, we could get some money out of this and shit to that extent.
Now, as far as the investment opportunities, is it something that we gotta like spend one big lump sum over, or can we kind of like invest in some type of like the metaverse mutual fund or something and like constantly put money into it? So like, what's the best avenue for it?
All right, well, I'll put it to you like this. I sent it to you. The one I sent to you, Phil, and Michael Jackson this afternoon.
Okay,
watch that. Watch that. That's about investing in some stocks. It's really good too, guys. It's only about a 12-minute watch, but y'all trust me. It's really, it'll help us with the stock and everything as well. And it's like, tell you what you should invest in. Like they say, some people are gonna buy some shit and nobody's gonna go to their shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You hate to spend $8,000 and motherfucker, you done had 8 people been to your fucking spot in the last week and a half. That's not a good sign.
Oh, yeah.
So, like I said, now I said we can get we can really be like I said, get the Oculus whenever you can, Mister. Just like I said, because you're gonna have to walk around. They said so many worlds in there. You got to find a good location, like this, like it's regular real estate. Location. So you got to feel.
It's
I'm like, you got to get in there. We got to look around and see what the fuck's going on.
And so, what's pick the land right now?
You're going in and out. What you say?
What's the cheapest like pixel plot of land that you could buy right now?
They say right now some places, it's a guy I was listening to, some places they giving shit away. You got to be there to go through and listen to whatever the 20-minute seminar or something, but they might give you a plot of land for free or for $500. But everybody that I've watched on YouTube, the going rate is between like 20,000 to 10, and I would say an op bracket. But me and her was watching the shit and talking about it. I'm on motherfucking Twitter. Nas, Lil Baby, and Young Gunna just put $50 million in the Metaverse. They just put 2 nights ago. They put $50 million in some land in the Metaverse. So these niggas they're coming. The niggas that really can get it, they already know what's going to be big business.
Mm-hmm.
So, maybe we don't need to be quadrillionaires, but at least let's try to get to the 500,000 to millionaire type thing. Just because we was on it early and maybe we don't make it in 2 years, but the money we done made in these 2 years got us where we like, okay, we can chill and even relax. Or maybe build up one store and just let somebody run it, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because, we going to get the email when somebody be like, hey, how you doing, Mr. Lincoln? I see that your friends, and y'all got a piece of land over here. I don't even want to lease it. I would like to buy it off you guys. You get a company, one of them big companies, like, shit, we give you 10 to 15 million. You like, for this? But they know what they finna do with it. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe your property, a la Who's the Man, is in between property they already got, but they need that property to make Park Place and Boardwalk meet. You know what I'm saying? To make it a stepping stone, but they need your property. And guess what? That's your shit. So for this to work, I'll have to buy this off you guys.
Right. Hey man, I like it. So yeah, I gotta go through those videos and then man, we have a conversation about it. They go on Google Duo, just have some more in-depth discussions about it. And plus, we gotta look at some more properties so that we can kind of lock something down for Arizona.
Okay, yeah, the real property. Yeah, you're right. I guess. Yeah. So man, that'll work, man. But
is that game still on?
Huh?
Is the game still on?
Yeah, they're in the third quarter. It's 6 minutes. Steph Curry shooting a bitch from like half court out of bounds, and this shit going AI, Dwayne Wade, they all falling all over the floor. See, this nigga, I don't think he missed. See, Trey Young trying to do it, and everybody they trying to do this and that. They just giving the ball to Steph and let Steph shoot from wherever he want right now.
Okay.
Wow.
Clown show. This game. Y'all. Hey, thanks for coming on. So, hey man, hey, thanks for coming on out, y'all. Hey man, I thought you were gonna come and see the studio live in person, but hey,
but I love how the studio look. I will be there. That I can guarantee. The studio looks nice. Be coming back straight from the link. Straight from the link. We'll be there.
Where did y'all stay in Vegas this time?
At Bali. But but she got we get in the, how you play the video games, get the free little room, the little casino game. Oh yeah, you get free rooms in these little casino games you be playing. But yeah, they give you free rooms and shit. Yeah, shit. What's her name told us, Mister, what's her name? Kojo wife. I can't think of her name right now.
Tina.
Who?
Tina.
Yeah, Tina. Tina was the first one. That's how they go. See, that's how my nigga DA and them be going. That's how y'all go.
Playing casino games.
Casino games. There's certain games you got to play, but he be at the Venetian all the time off a free room. Meek complained about the room and said the game said this or some shit, and y'all emailed her, and then they gave us a big ass suite. I had told Miss, I was like, damn. And they just gave us the celebrity suite for the weekend because nobody bought it. You know, the guy said your view was very horrible, and it was. The view was like the view before I took that picture. The view was like the back valleys, the side of valleys, and the only thing you could see was the street, and then the flamingo or something. It was terrible, and it was like 100 degrees in the room. We like, what the fuck? That dude, he said, y'all come back at 3:10. I can get y'all the room. We came back, and the game started at 3, but they were still doing all that extra shit. So by the time I got to the room, the game was just started. But that's the same time they called me and said my friend had passed away and shit.
Yeah.
So it was a happy, sad, the whole 9 type of motherfucking Super Bowl for me. But I enjoyed the room. You know.
All right, y'all.
Yeah, we out of here. Catch you niggas. Sign us out, mister.
Y'all, Cornerstone Podcast, episode 58. Subscribe, like, comment, and share the content. And we'll see y'all next week.
Definitely, baby. All right, fellas. Catch up with y'all.